I'm in my own little Disney world.
Robert, vampires have always been used as a metaphor to explain troubles in our community. I have the feeling that your Nosferatu talks about mental health. Am I wrong?
I mean, I've been just really enjoying hearing all the different journalists' interpretations about what the film is, because when I don't ever try to make a film with a message. You know, I'm just trying to like get into the mindset of the period and the world, and that sort of just guides my hand and guides all my collaborators. But I think when you're dealing with something like Nosferatu, which is like a simple fairy tale, it's going to speak to different people in different ways about different things, which I think is like that's the best. You know, so, you know, for some people it's about mental health or toxic relationships, or, you know, your inner fears, or, you know, whatever it is, or even, you know, right-wing politics. You know, I'm glad that it's turning people on, you know.
Whatever it is, it's inside us. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah. And the famous Shadow's End is we always seen it inside a house or a castle or a bedroom. Instead, you brought her outside around the world. So it's amazing. It's pure cinema. But why your Shadow's End is all over the place?
I mean, it's inspired by two other films, actually. Murnau's Faust, when Satan is over the town with his wings, and also Archimeos Svengali with John Barrymore, when he is like broadcasting his evil thoughts to Trilby across the city.
And Willem, your character, Prof. von Franz, is a scientist for sure, but he understands that we can't rely only on technology. Do you agree with him? Are we relying too much on technology nowadays?
Don't get me started. Really. Listen, I hate to be, no. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. No, just whenever I'm in a restaurant and I see whole families, you know, glued to their devices and not talking to each other, I think people have, we've forgotten how to communicate with each other directly. And I think that's a huge revolution in the evolution of people socially that of course we appreciate, of course it's apparent, but we won't know how radical it is until we see it really kick in. And if you look at kids, it's kicking in.
And Robert, why the mustache? Why? Just tell me why. I'm curious.
Because look at portraits of Transylvanian noblemen and see if you can find one without one. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Vlad the Impaler is a clear is something that everyone knows if you don't feel like Googling.
And you once said that you, if you could, would live in the Sleepy Hollows village. Are you choosing your movies to live in Sleepy Hollows village every 2-3 years?
A little bit. A little bit. I think that I feel truly privileged and humbled to be doing this. Like, this is what I wanted to do, and not everyone gets that. Very few people do, so I don't take it lightly. But one of the things that is so incredible is, like, I'm in my own little Disney world, you know, like, of the shit that's been in my brain and it's made physically. You know, it's really cool. It is overwhelming at times.
Okay, thank you so much. The movie is amazing, and I have to thank you because you helped me elaborate some trauma that I lived in during COVID. So thank you so much. Thank you.